But I promise you this, when you can feel into your heart, see the visions, feel in your gut, listen, it's all going to be guidance within your internal world. How to know when your intuition is talking to you and how you receive that is different for different people. So I'm going to take you through all this. There is no need to get any kind of paper and pen unless you really want to. But ultimately, the first time you listen to this video, I just want you to relax. I want you to receive it. I want you to feel into it, because that's where you're going to find the answers of what is true to you. And then you can go out in the world in a more deeper centeredness, connectedness way to yourself. And then you show up more authentically. You're then able to attract more. So you can see the ripple effect, right? Types of ways your intuition can come through to you. My first point would be your intuition does not make sense half the time. Your intuition is the one that is the very quiet voice within you versus the one that is louder. And you all know what I mean by this. It's like when we're reading a book in our heads, that is the dominant voice in our head. Whereas when we're tapped into our intuition and the intuition comes through to us, it's so subtle, and it's almost like we're dabbling between our conscious mind and subconscious mind, that it comes through, and then we have to be able to notice it and witness it without judgment at that time. So that sounds like a lot, but that's the only way I can articulate into words how it is for you. When we are in that present moment, that is where you almost open a funnel like this, right? For wisdom and intuition to come through. Your intuition is not going to come through if you're in the past and the future. You can be in the past and the future when you're talking about it, when you're thinking about it, when you're emotionally involved in it. So what I would suggest, if you are trying to build your intuition, practice the presence, practice being in alignment, practice being grounded, and that will come through after. What I did find in the past, I would put so much pressure on myself to listen to my intuition that actually it was my ego that would come through, and I would think it's my intuition. Have you ever heard someone go, oh, I can just vision that now, or oh, I just had a vision come through of like us doing this together, or I just did that, for example? That is a form of your intuition coming through to you, because you're in the present moment, it's coming through to you, and it was almost like a in the moment thing that came to you that you've noticed, that you're like, oh, that's exciting. That gives me a feeling that is different to my ego, that's a thought. And a lot of the time with our egos, most often it's a negative that keeps us in fear, because we're trying to protect ourselves. Whereas when it's the intuition, it's like we already know and we're in that place of safety. Now, another way you can know your intuition is talking to you, and another way it can come through to you, when you're receiving wisdom, messages, evidence through your intuition, you are in a neutral state. So we've broken down the past and the future, how that can block us. But this is also, we are not in the positive, we are not in the negative, we are fully neutral. And that's where we receive a neutral answer. When we get a neutral answer, we are able to use our creativity and intuition. Another way your intuition can come through is there is almost a feeling in your gut. So I would say about this much underneath your belly button, and it's in that gut space that you're like, I don't know why, but fill in the blank. And it's a feeling. So we've got the vision, we've got the feeling, and then when we can understand and work with these two parts, we can also access other intuitive gifts that we may have that we can use in the world. You can also use this gift of your intuition is to feel into your heart. When you have your hand in your heart, it gives you permission to connect deeper within yourself, feeling a sense of safety and understanding that you have that intention to tap into that space. When we can feel into our hearts, that is an inner compass. That is our inner guide that is guiding us to where we are being guided to. But I promise you this, when you can feel into your heart, see the visions, feel in your gut, listen, it's all going to be guidance within your internal world. That guidance that is internal is going to be the biggest breakthroughs to get you to your goals or your vision in the external, more than it would be if you were to take action outside of yourself. Let me know which one you have had previously before and how you would like to use this in the future. I can do a video on how you can actually utilize this skill and this gift of yours to go out into the world and to create the life you want. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a like, share and subscribe. This helps me grow my channel and reach those people out there that need to hear this message.